Microsoft released Microsoft Copilot in January for everyone. It costs $30 a month. And in this video, I'll show you my opinion on if it's worth it. So let's go through each application and what it can do now. Let's start with PowerPoint. So we open up PowerPoint. You have to the right here, Copilot. Let's press on it. So the dream scenario is that you create a presentation about this Word file, use the numbers in this Excel file, and use this PowerPoint as a template on how I want it to be. That's the dream scenario. We're definitely not there yet. It can create a presentation from a file. Let's do it with this SumIfs function. Let's send it. So this is just basically a script on how you do a SumIfs function that I did a TikTok video about. It actually also includes speaker's note. If you select a slide and press on notes, you'll see that it generates actually good speaker notes to each slide. So this is kind of a boring presentation, but this is about using the SumIfs function in Excel, which is in the Word file that I generated. You can of course create a presentation about anything in just a couple of seconds. It could be a 10 slides presentation about New York or whatever. Let's have a look. The agenda, the introduction, how the SumIfs work, some key points, and then the conclusion. So this looks kind of boring. You can of course use the designer, which is built-in AI, to give you designer ideas to come up with better slide presentations for each slide if you want to do that. It goes quick to do this, but it's not as good as if you were to ask ChatGPT directly and help you out with creating text that you can then copy and paste into your PowerPoint presentation. So it's good in PowerPoint. I think ChatGPT is the better option. Let's head over to Word. So when you open up a Word document, you'll see this draft with Copilot. You can describe whatever you want to. For example, describe VBA in Excel. That's the programmatic language in Excel. Takes a couple of seconds. It needs to think, but it actually does write good text with also headings, and you can keep the text or regenerate it. It's very easy to use, but the dream scenario would be that you, for example, select part of text, then go up here to the right Copilot and ask it to rewrite it, or perhaps that you want to change all the headings to something else, or you want to change the font. And I think that this Copilot application inside of Word doesn't work. You can't ask something and get the response. It will tell you that I'm not able to do it. So it works kind of good. It's nice that it's in Word instead of go to ChatGPT, ask it to write text, copy and paste it into Word, and then you need to change the format every time. But I still believe that the text that it generates is easier to work with, and it's also better text. But this is good. Let's head over to Outlook. So what we can do is to create a summarize. This is in Swedish, a summarize with Copilot of the email. It will scan the email and bring you a summarize of what it says. So this could be a very long email with different replies. It could give you a summarize of that. You can, of course, if you want to reply, you have this Copilot up here. You could either coach by Copilot, it will give you advice to how you write better, or you drive the entire reply, like answer the question that he has in the email. You have different options on how you want the tone to be. If you want to be direct, neutral, casual, formal, let's make it formal, make it short. Of course, you never do make it as a poem, but you could if you want to. Let's generate a draft. And here's actually a very good answer to the question. Thank you for your email and your interest in Excel. To calculate the variance between the estimated cost and the actual cost for each expense category, you can use the formula ABS, where A is the cell with the estimated cost and B is the cell with the actual cost. So it understands how Excel works and gives a very good, short, formal response, exactly how I want it. And if you want something to change, if it's too formal or something, you just ask Copilot directly inside Outlook. And then the last application I will show you is the Excel. application, and this is where I put most hours into my daily work life, and it's actually not good. You can only work inside of tables, so you can't stand here in a cell and go to Copilot up here to the right. First of all, it's Copilot preview, and here it says that you need to select data in an Excel table, so you can't make it write macros or help you with doing Power Query or anything like that. But if you stand in a table, you can ask questions. For example, highlight in green all countries that is equal to, let's take Mexico. So this is one example. This is bad written in English, I know that. But now you have in green all countries in Mexico. It's a conditional formatting. If I go to manage rules, you'll see that it created a conditional formatting for C2 to C1001, where it makes it green if it's Mexico. And you can create formulas here, like if you want to do an if formula. I've tried it out. It's not as good as I hoped, but it's getting better, of course, for each day. So soon, perhaps, it will be very useful to use. But now, when I want help with creating formulas or creating VBA code, I always go to ChatGPT instead of using this Copilot inside of Excel. So my thoughts are that it's too early to buy Copilot. It's not worth the cost because I tend to go to ChatGPT, so it's more value to pay for a ChatGPT premium subscription instead of buying that plus the Copilot. But I do believe in, let's say, half a year or a year, when it's better, it will definitely be a game changer because we use the Microsoft apps all the time. So of course, it's easier to have the AI assistant there instead of going into ChatGPT every time. But for me, I believe we're not really there yet, but soon.